The music man in the back. Nice.
I accidentally just pushed the button.
Whoops.
Oh no. There we are. Thank you, YouTube. It says Sunday evening with Rob Johnson live. 1:13, 19, 8:18 p.m. out here.
Cool.
Where you're going to be pretty soon.
Yeah, absolutely. 11:18 East Coast.
East Coast time. I can't believe this, man. Because we've been online friends, whatever that means, for
20 years.
For roughly very close to 20 years.
Yeah.
And we're finally going to meet, in person after 20 years.
Who was it that messaged us on it was Tim Lennox messaged on Instagram. He's like, wait a minute. He's like, you guys have never met? And I was like, no, actually,
no.
Well, not officially. What's up, Ben?
I've never met any of these people. Well, that's to me, that's the best thing about the NAMM show is you get to meet all these people in person.
Yeah.
And it's almost like it's like a high school reunion kind of thing in a way, because it's like, there he is, that's you. That's how Gerd.
Yeah.
Gerd, that's how we first met. He saw me. I was at the EVH booth, and this was, I don't know what year this was, 2014 maybe, because I've been going since 2013.
Right.
So it's been however many years since then. But I remember him walking by and like staring at me, and I'm like, yeah, it's me. And he's like, Johnny, I can't believe it,
Yeah.
And then the first
too. Yeah, that'd be cool.
The first year that I went to NAMM, I had a mustache, and a lot of people didn't recognize me because of that. And it wasn't until I got back and people saw the videos, my videos up on the channel. They're like, Johnny, I saw you, but I didn't know it was you.
Yeah. I mean, we used to call that the porn stash. I think that was
somebody called it that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then it just turned into that. Yeah.
Yeah. That was,
It's
anyway,
cool. I'm looking forward to it because I've been out to LA a couple of times and San Francisco a couple of times. Actually, San Francisco one time, and San Diego. I've been around California, but I've never been to the NAMM show. So this will be my first time going to NAMM, and I'm really looking forward to meeting definitely Johnny, for sure, and definitely some other cool people. And it's going to be nice. We're going to get a chance to hang out with Scott and everybody. It's going to be great seeing a bunch of familiar faces. Pete and Craig and all those guys. Yeah. It's going to be great. Looking forward to it.
Well, you've actually met all those guys.
Yeah. I've met those guys. I see those guys pretty often, a few times a year. And, so that'll be kind of cool to see them out in your neck of the woods, and we got some cool stuff planned though. We're going to try to, do the Hollywood thing. And, I'm going to take my girlfriend out to dinner in Beverly Hills at some point. She's never been there, so she's coming with me. So that'll be kind of cool. So we'll do some sightseeing too and do some fun stuff. We're all going to try to hook up and
nice. Just remember that Hollywood is not next door to Anaheim.
Yeah, it's a little ways away.
So you just got to know you're looking at like a 2-hour drive possibly to get between the two.
Get into there, right? Yep.
Yeah.
With traffic and all that, yeah.
It'd be cool. I'd like to go over there if there's time.
We're going in. We're flying in on Wednesday, the 27th in LAX, and really nothing's going on Wednesday. So we'll probably go, check into where we're staying, and then, do some sightseeing Wednesday and whatever, and figure out what everybody's doing and hook up with all you guys. And it'd be a good time though. It'll be fun. It'll be really fun.
Wait a minute. Wednesday the 27th.
Wednesday the 23rd. Excuse me. Yeah. I'm all over the place. Wednesday the 23rd, flying out the 27th. And it's interesting. Funny story. So about 6 months ago, 5-6 months ago, when I kind of locked in, going to NAMM, booked the plane tickets and everything. And then I was looking for a place, and some of those guys are staying really, really close by. And I was like, I'm going to stay somewhere different, just something a little cheaper. I mean, I think they were looking at like $2,000 or something for 4 days to stay at the Hilton. I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. So I was going to be staying at a Hampton Inn in Buena Park, which was about 7 miles away. So I booked the reservations and everything. Like I said, 5-6 months ago, got the confirmation number. And Fender Guru, I will answer that question in just a minute. But my quick answer real quick is because it's exactly the same guitar as the real one, and it plays better, it looks better. I'm happy with it. It was a great purchase, and I made some money off of it. But I'll answer that after. But so anyways, made the reservations, got the hotel room and everything, and then Johnny and I were talking today, and he was like, "Oh, where are you staying?" And I told him and everything. He's, "All right, I'll check it out." So I never really confirmed it. I mean, I had a confirmation number, so I never really, was no need to really call him back. So a couple hours ago, Johnny texts me and he goes, "Hey, dude, you might want to check into that hotel again." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He goes, "It says it's under construction and they're not even taking reservations until February." And I'm like, "What?" So I go downstairs, sure enough, a couple hours ago, and I call. And Jay, I know it is. And I call, and sure enough, I get the message, and it's like, what am I gonna do? Like, really? They're under construction. I got a confirmation number, so I'm on the phone, like all these different people, and nobody can tell me what's going on. But moral of the story is, yeah, they are under construction, and my reservation got canceled. And if Johnny hadn't have called me, I wouldn't even have known about it. So I would have showed up at this place, and it would have been like, huh? So thanks to Johnny, I got a place to stay because he directed me in the right direction. So
you'd be like, "What's with all the bulldozers?"
Yeah, I know. But the ironic thing is I never got an email or I never got anything, a phone call saying that my reservation had been canceled. But when I called the 800 number, finally, the main office, like, "Oh yeah, sir, your reservation was canceled like 4 months ago." And I'm like, "Well, thanks for letting me know." And they actually transferred me to the LA Hollywood Hampton Inn, and they were going to stay there, but the rates had all changed and everything. And then Johnny found me another place, which was pretty cool. So ended up working out really good. But Johnny saves the day for sure on that one, because that would have been a messy. It would have worked out, but it would have been a royal pain in the ass.
So it looks like we're staying pretty close together.
Yeah, we're like a mile away from each other.
Yeah.
So that's going to be cool. Yeah.
That'll be awesome. That'll be awesome. But hey, so who's in here? Really quickly, we got Ben Combs, I think, or Coombs, Amanda Coombs, 7 over 8.
Jay.
Hey, Jay. Hey, man.
Jay, by the way, I turned that short story into a long one for sure.
R2, R3, Locking Nuts, Scott Nickerson, Thrash Metal and Fun Riffs. Who else? Caleb. Hey, Caleb. Fender Guru. Who else was in here? I think JJ was in here. Welcome, everybody.
Ben Coombs says 1 mile. That's like a staggering distance. Well, it depends how drunk we get at night. It might be staggering.
Man. Yeah. Yeah, man. I'm glad that I just happened to ask where you were, because I hadn't had a place yet. I just got a place tonight, and when you told me where you were staying, I looked it up, and it kept saying under construction, not except, wait, February is what it kept saying. I'm like, Rob, you should call that place, or you should look into that, because something is not right.
I'm so lucky you did that. I mean, I really am, because I really didn't have any plans on calling, because like I said, I got the confirmation number and everything, I mean, but whatever, it is what it is. But worked out great. Actually ended up saving some money. Ended up saving a couple $100. So,
by switching to Geico.
By switching to Geico, I got to start jumping up and down now.
You guys, we're staying at Geico.
We're staying at Geico. I'm just saying, $100 by switching to Geico.
We're staying in the back room. We're staying on the couch in the waiting room at the Geico. Yeah. Try heat, hey man. Lando 27, hey, welcome, man.
What's going on?
Matt Duffy, hey.
What's up, Matt?
Welcome to the party.
Yeah, this is just a last minute deal. We were just like, hey, let's go live. Like I said, I was up trying to get reservations all squared away. So, and it's funny because I look here and Johnny goes live. He's got his Music Man in the background, and I just happen to bring mine down. So
there you go.
I'm loving this guitar. I really am. It's my main player now.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, I used mine for the last rehearsal for this. I played a gig, a couple nights ago, I think, up in Oakland. And for the last rehearsal for that gig, I played this.
Yeah.
And so I had it sitting here. And actually, I busted a string on it just the other day, so it's missing the high E string. So I need to switch that out. But
that's a 91 era, right? EVH.
It's either 91 or early 92.
Yeah.
92. Because I got it in December of 92.
Yep.
I remember. Yeah.
That is just such a cool guitar. I love the neck on that. Ugh.
Maybe the next time I clean the neck, which will be never, I'll take the neck off and look and see. Actually, I was going to ask you, man. I was talking to MULLY the other day because you and MULLY were both on whenever that was.
About a week ago, about a week ago.
Last week, Tuesday maybe, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. Yeah,
or something, or Sunday, or I don't know. But yeah, I was talking to MULLY, and then he was talking about your guitar.
Yeah,
because he had your guitar for a little while.
Yeah,
and I was going to ask you about that bridge because the bridge on mine is an original Floyd from the '80s.
Right,
off my Kramer.
Yeah.
Off my Kramer. And it works fine, but the action is like this. It's not set up right at all. So I wouldn't mind putting an actual Music Man Floyd back on this guitar. I would just have to find one, I guess.
Well,
I was wondering about yours.
Yeah, well, that's actually a really cool topic. Just to answer Fender Guru's question, he keeps asking about it. So, I had a couple of, I've had a bunch of EVHs over the years. I've actually original EVH signatures. I've had I think 2 blue ones. I've had a red one, and I've had 2 amber ones. Original EVHs, signature models, and they were all great guitars. And the last one that I had was my amber one, which Mike Cheever has now. And we talked about this a week ago, but some of you guys might not have heard. It's a signature model, and I really liked it. It was a great guitar. It was a 93 era. It had a pretty cool top on it. Not quite as stunning as this one, but I've also owned a few EXs, and the EX guitars, they're real Music Man guitars. They're Axis guitars. They're just made in Japan. And essentially, just real quick, what the story with those were, and I'm always learning more about these EX guitars all the time. I thought I knew all about the EX guitar. Action.
Oh, there you go.
I always thought they sounded the same.
No. You guys in the chat, is Rob freezing?
So I had my green one, which Craig redid, and just needed to pay some bills off and, trying to save some money and whatever. So I ended up making a deal with Mike, and he bought my original amber. And then MULLY and I found this one on eBay through Ichibachi. And again, I mean, you guys have seen at the top, the quilt top is just incredible. And, it's like half the price. Because
thank you, guys.
It's an EX. So I purchased it, and again, I've always been a big fan of the EXs. They play the same. They sound the same. They are Music Mans. They're basically, Music Man parts. They're the same hardware, same pickups, everything.
Right.
The only thing that I didn't realize was I had thought that the EXs were basswood bodies like the original with just a veneer top, where the there was no maple cap. That is not true. All the EX guitars are exactly like the originals. They have a basswood body and a maple cap, and over the maple cap they have a very thin veneer, book matched veneer. That's where you get the crazy quilt. So there's no tonal differences. So the only difference between really the EXs and the EVH signatures are they spent more time looking for the real nice quilt tops for the caps. Whereas the Japanese ones, they use the same ones. They're just a maple cap, but they may or may not have a great book match figured top. So what they'll do is they'll still use the same maple cap, but they'll just put a veneer over it so it looks sharp. So essentially you get the same, it's exactly the same guitar. And I didn't know that. So the EXs, you know, they're great guitars. They really are. They are the real deal. And Mully corrected me on Facebook the other day. He goes, Rob, he goes, stop saying they're just like the original. They are the original. They're just made in Japan and assembled in Japan. So there is really no difference. So I love this guitar. I love my green one. And I like the reason I did it is because I wanted to be like Eddie's amber without the signature on the headstock. So I ended up making out really well. Now on Eddie's guitar, when he first got the guitar, his original one, which was a prototype, you'll notice if you look at really close pictures, and there's a brand new Player magazine, Japanese magazine that just came out. I just got my copy the other day. It's really awesome, awesome magazine, and I'll go get it and show you guys some pictures.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's got some awesome pics. But you'll see on Ed's guitar, there's a route under the bridge on his original amber Music Man. There's also the cavities, control cavities, the back are a little bit different. The one for the knob, for the volume knob is longer because they were anticipating using a tone control back then. They didn't know, and Eddie shot it down. But the reason they had the route on Eddie's guitars and also some of the earlier ones was because they were using the Schaller style Floyds. That's what they were going to go with on these models. And the Schaller style Floyds, the knife edge front portion of the bridge is squared off. It's not angled. So when you would do a bar dive, it potentially could dig into the wood. So they wanted to put a very thin route. The route on Ed's, to my knowledge, going off the pictures, is just like the route on the PV Wolfgang Deluxes. And the route basically just goes around the knife edge area. And I actually took a Sharpie marker and kind of drew one on here on mine just to make it look more like Ed's. And I also swapped out the screws. Comes right off with alcohol. But so then they decided that they weren't going to use those bridges, and they ended up going with the Godot bridges. Original Godos with a Music Man stamp.
Yeah.
So they stopped making the route under the bridge because you didn't need it anymore. So on Eddie's original,
are you sure there's no route?
Not on any of the Music Mans. There won't be on yours either. There won't be any route under the bridge.
I can't remember. Yeah, maybe there's not.
Yeah, if you go pull that, it should not have a route. It should be just totally squared off.
It's been a, let me see. Whoops. Oh no, what's going on?
And the reason you can get away with that original Floyd is because
there's no route.
Right. Yeah. Because you have a very high action. Now, if you lowered that action down to like Eddie standards, because that's an original Floyd, your knife edge would be digging into your wood.
Right. I think it has actually. I've got right here. You can see where it has.
Yeah.
Before.
So on Eddie's guitar, on all the Music Man bridges, except for Johnny's, because Johnny's got an original Floyd, they have a Godot bridge with a Godot brass block, but it says Music Man right here. Now on Eddie's, Eddie actually switched his out earlier to an original Godot before they started stamping a Music Man. So his says Godot bridge.
You see that?
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see that.
Sean, man.
So on my bridge, mine's an original Godot like Eddie's. Now you can get these on eBay for $95, the original Godot bridges.
Wow. Yeah,
$95, $97. Yeah.
Those are good bridges.
They're great bridges. They come with an original brass block. It's exactly like the Music Man bridge.
Yeah,
the only difference is the collar is just a little bit different. It's a little more circular, but it still has the set screw and everything. So if you wanted to get one of these Godot bridges, Johnny, you could have a nice low action. It would be more like Ed's, and you could certainly I even got a detune on mine. And you can have that action down nice and low because the knife edge is slanted.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I got to look into that.
Yeah.
I got to look into that. But
$95, and they're great. They're original Godot bridges with the original brass blocks and everything.
This thing might need to get refretted a bit, though, man.
That's a cool guitar, though.
It's well, look, yeah. Show them the back of your headstock, where the headstock and the neck, where they meet. Like, go ahead and say something. Show them the very.
I'll show you right here. So I stuck the made in San Luis Obispo logo.
San Luis Obispo.
Obispo.
Okay. See how his is roughly the same color. Say something real quick.
Yeah, mine's roughly the same color, right here. You can see a little bit of bird's eye in there too. You can see where it stops right here, where it goes into the. I think what is it? Gunstock oil. I think they use.
Where the finish is over the back of the headstock there.
Now
look at mine. Mine is after years of playing. Mine is not the same color at all. Look at that.
That's awesome.
That's
It looks like a roasted. It looks like
I know. It looks yeah. Well, that's what we were saying the other day. It's not roasted. It's groasted by me. Yeah. See, there's mine, which is pretty gross.
It's pretty awesome, actually.
Pretty yeah. Oh yeah, and there's
what I was thinking.
My sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the damage on mine over the years. You can see the top of the headstock. There's some dings right there. Yeah. And then we had an earthquake back in '93, and it knocked this thing off the stand, and that's where that little part right there, right in the back of the neck, right there.
Yeah.
That's a little indent that you can feel.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, I've played this guitar since '93. With that, to me, it feels normal. To me, it feels weird without it.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But yeah, you can see a lot of the bird's eye on mine, and like just some of the that's just like junk.
Yeah.
Right in there, right at the very top.
Yeah, that's where the normal resting place for your hand would be. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Show us the body, the front of the body. It's got a really cool pattern on it. It almost looks like a cross between a flame and a quilt.
Yeah, because mine, the top, the two sides. Yeah, we were talking about this. The two sides don't line up.
That's cool.
See, look at that.
It's so cool, though. It does.
Look at that.
Ben Coombs says it's a groasted neck.
Yeah. Roasted.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so there's my top.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's a sticker from like
the 5150. I should send you some more. I got an extra set of stickers, Johnny. I should send you some 5150 stickers for that.
Oh, you have one for this?
I got an extra set if you want some for that.
Sure.
And you could put that 5 right over that one. I'm going to be sending Johnny another star for his 84 Kramer tomorrow too. So got to make a post office run. Somebody said a few minutes ago, I didn't catch the name, but they said you can actually take like a grinder to the front of that bridge and grind it down a little bit so it's slanted, so you can go a little lower. That's true, and you could do that. But I mean, like I said, for $95 to pick up an original Godot bridge, which is basically exactly the same thing as the Music Man's, it'll be a beautiful bridge with a brass block. And high quality. They're great. I mean, like I said, this one is amazing. And what I usually do with these bridges when I get them, and I usually do with all my Floyds, is I take off the base plates and I make it. They take off those finger grooves, those little fingers that go underneath here. I take those right off because I hate those. So you can see my bridge sits flush against the body, and like Adam Reaver from, yeah, exactly.
You can see mine. You can see. You can see, right there. You see mine, right? Yep. Are those them?
Yep.
Yeah.
According to Adam Reaver from Futone, he says those are tone robbers. They rob your tone. Now, I never really paid much attention to it until about 6 months ago. I forget what it was I was doing, but I had a Floyd apart and I took them off and I tried it, And I was just like, whoa, my sustain was so much better by taking those 2 plates off. And because what you're getting is like I said, you're getting that bridge resting flush on the body. You know, I mean, you can see. And then so you're going to get more sustain versus having just 2 small little aluminum type plates on there. So you can't hear it, but I mean, this just rings out so much more. So I've been taking those off of all my Floyds. And I've actually talked to Adam about that at the EVH con. I asked him, he goes, yeah, he goes, I take all that crap off our Floyds. He goes, they're just tone robbers. So, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, you know, it's just another school of thought, but I've had really good luck with removing those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That is a cool, I love the neck on that. That is just so cool.
Oh, dude, yeah. You wouldn't believe it. You would not believe this neck.
Yeah, Goto is awesome. Their tuners are good too, and yeah, I swear by their bridges. They're great. They're fantastic. And like I said, that's what the Music Man bridges are, anyways. They're Gatos. They really are.
Hey, G. G, are you going to be at NAMM, man? I met G last year.
Nice.
In the Fender room. The American, hey.
Be cool to see some new stuff coming out for EVH, you know, some new cool stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hey, who else is in here? I just saw another name. G, Friday and Saturday? Okay, cool.
Nice.
Cool. I'll see you there, man. Yeah, supposedly there's a bunch of Wolfgang special and standard finishes.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any proof that stuff is real. So
I saw some pics online, but not, hard to tell if they're
if they're photoshopped or not. Yeah, so who knows?
Right.
Who knows if that stuff's real or not, but
yep.
We'll know soon enough.
Stan Adams asked a minute ago on the nut. Are you talking about the Music Mans? He asked about the pups too. Still talking about the Music Mans, right?
Probably, yeah. No, I don't think Steve is going to NAMM. I don't think. I haven't heard from him at all. He's pretty much just disappeared. I don't know. Hey, Bobby. Welcome, man.
Hey, Bot.
So this has turned into a Music Man.
Yeah, it's like a Music Man Sunday. The nuts, I don't know because I've never switched out the nuts. I think they are the same. When you order the Goto bridge, you just get the bridge. They don't send you the nut. It's just for the bridge and the block and everything. But you shouldn't have to switch out the nut. But I would imagine they're similar. But I'm not sure what it is in R2 or an R3 on these Music Mans. Like I said, I've never switched out the nut. But as far as the pups, they're like a DiMarzio tone zone, I think, in the bridge, and then I've heard they're like an Air Norton in the neck. That's what I've heard these pickups are. They're made by DiMarzio.
The ones that are in those guitars? Yeah,
they're the same ones that are in the originals. They're all the same for the EXs and the AX. Well, excuse me, the EXs and the EVHs are the same.
Did you turn yours around?
Yeah, I swapped mine around, and like I said, I put the two wood screws in like Ed's. I threw the Gato bridge on, threw a tone knob on, and then the classic eyelets and everything and all that. But
yeah. So did you notice on the back of that pickup that it's black?
Yes. Yeah, I took the pickup out and swapped it. It's black. It said "Made in USA" by DiMarzio. So, and when I spoke to Music Man a couple of weeks ago, I asked them. They said, yeah, basically what happened was Music Man in America opened up. Excuse me, when Music Man when the last Eddie went out the door in September of '95 is when they shipped the last Eddie signature out the door. And then they changed the name back to Axis. They started making, they moved the toggle switch and all that. In Japan, there were so many orders for the EVH series. So what they did is they were able to convince Music Man in the States to open up 4 facilities in Japan that would manufacture the Music Man EVH models. However, they couldn't put the signatures on the headstocks, and they had to change the name. So they basically called it the Music Man Axis EX. And what they did was that they just didn't put anything on the headstock, which is just like Ed's. And they kept everything exactly the same with the toggle switch, and there's no belly route in the back like the Axises have. They basically kept everything exactly the same as the EVH model so they could fulfill all those orders in Japan. They were able to get away with that in Japan, but they weren't in the States. That's why they had to make a couple of small changes. So the necks and everything that they got in bodies, they did ship some bodies and necks over to Japan, but they ran out pretty quick. They manufactured their bodies and necks exactly the same specs as what they were doing in the States for the EVH models, and Music Man shipped them all of their parts, their tuners, their Floyds, their pickups, toggle switches, everything came from the States. So really the only things that were made in Japan were the bodies and necks, but they're still made out of the same basswood bodies, maple caps, you know, same specs and everything. And they had to follow Music Man USA's QA standards. So, and again, this is stuff that I've just been learning because there was a lot of speculation on these EX models, and people keep thinking they're fakes or, you know, they're copies. They're not. They're original Music Man guitars, just made in Japan. And they're made to the exact same standards as the EVH model, which is starting to now cause a massive price increase on these things because people are starting to know they are the real deal. But I don't notice a difference at all in playing these versus the EVHs. They're exactly the same to me. They sound the same. They feel the same. But I'm not slamming the EVH signature models at all. They're great guitars. They really are. But you're going to pay more for the signature on the headstock. But they're all awesome guitars. I love the Music Mans. I really do. They have really cool necks on them. Are
you bringing any guitars with you?
I was kind of thinking about it. Probably not, but I've been kind of bouncing back and forth. If I do, I have to, check it and flight. But I don't know. I was thinking about it. You? Are you bringing any?
No.
No. Nah. Steinberger Trans Trim.
But I've flown with this guitar quite a bit.
Yeah.
And I have one of the original gig bags, and I always just put it up in the overhead, and it was always fine.
Yeah.
I
was actually thinking of bringing this to have something to play, in the hotel room or whatever.
Because I was going to say, I'm really interested in trying your guitar because just to see what it's like,
Yeah, I'd really, maybe I will bring it out. Maybe I will. Yeah, maybe I will bring it out because I'd love you to try it. Because everybody that plays these things is just like, whoa. I remember when Nesdal played my green one. He had never played an EX before, I don't believe, but he had several originals, and he played my EX at Pete's house back in the summer. The day that I actually gave it to Craig to have it, retopped, to have it refinished. And Dave was just like, I never forget. Dave's like, whoa. He's like, this thing is incredible. He's like, I can't believe this. He fell in love with the neck and the playability of it. He actually said that it played better than his Amber signature model, which is interesting.
That's cool. Hey, Janice. Hope everything's all right. Stan says his Japanese Charvel rocks. Dude, yeah, Japanese guitars are great. My favorite Fender Telecaster is from Japan.
Yeah.
Yep.
I
love that guitar. And the Japanese EVH Wolfgangs are awesome. Before we went live, I was telling Rob that I need to find a Japanese EVH neck.
Yeah.
That's what I need. So if anybody out there, if you have one, if you're looking to get rid of one, or if you come across one or whatever, get a hold of me. Let me know.
Are you looking for a maple neck, or do you want to?
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Okay.
I don't care. You know I don't care.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we got to find Johnny a neck for that guitar.
Yeah.
You got something else that you might be thinking of putting on that guitar body, right?
Yes. Oh, this? I can show it. Yeah, right there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. I got the Tessie switch, and yeah, this is going to be on a future Wolfgang.
That's gonna be cool.
But I need a neck. I need a Japanese neck. I might even settle for a Chinese neck, if either one, because either one will work. I'd prefer a Japanese one, but if anybody has a Chinese one, let me know. And that's EVH, the EVH version.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep my eyes open, because we definitely got to find you a neck for that. I think that would look sharp with an ebony neck on it too. And the maple's really cool, but yeah, an ebony neck would look great. And then throw that kill switch on too, and yeah, that'll be a killer looking guitar.
Yeah.
I love the Japanese guitars. They do an amazing job. They really, really, really do. I mean, not just for the EXs or whatever, like, the Sharp L's. And I remember Steve from Boston was talking about the Squires that they did back in the Fender Squires they did back in Japan back in, I don't know, 90s. I think he was talking. There was a video that Steve did maybe a year or two ago. I remember watching it.
Was it from? Were the guitars from the 90s or the 80s?
Could have been. It could have been. Yeah.
That's my guitar. My very first guitar was a Squire. It's called the Number One Bullet. Squire Number One Bullet by Fender. And it's a Japanese guitar. The bodies are they're plywood. At least the one that I had. So the body's kind of, too heavy, plywood, whatever. But the necks are amazing. It has like the Telecaster neck. And I still have the neck. Actually, it's on another body. Which I should get that thing up and running too at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Ben Coombs, early 80s Squires rock. Yeah, well, that's I think that's what Steve was talking about. Steve from Boston, the video that he did a special on that. And he had a couple of them. He had one or two. One of them was his, and another one was one of his friends, I think. But he was saying how, the quality was just incredible. The sound was great. Yeah. Japanese guitars are just phenomenal. I remember my first EVH guitar I got. Was it the first one? Maybe the first. No, I'll take that back. The first one I got was a Mexican special, but the second one I got was a Stealth Special, and it was a Japanese one. And I'll tell you, that thing was incredible. I threw a kill switch in that, and I think I had that guitar for like a year and a half, almost 2 years. And I actually, after the 2015 tour, I painted it to look like a tour relic. And it came out really good, but it wasn't the arch top; it was a flat top. So I was always kind of like, whatever. And then I ended up having Hubbard do my original tour relic. So I ended up selling that guitar. But that was a great guitar. And again, Japanese guitar, I can't say enough about them. They got it dialed in really well.
Yeah. Throw a Strat neck on that thing from Warmouth. Dan Halen says. Yeah. Oh, Warmouth necks. Yeah, they're great. I used to have I had a Warmouth Strat neck on my main Kramer back in the late 90s somewhere. My main rehearsal guitar was a Kramer Focus 1000 body and a Warmouth neck.
Great guitars, man.
Yeah. I'll have to find some pictures of that and post them up online. Yeah.
Oh, let me get that. Speaking of Japanese, let me grab that Player magazine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are gonna love this.
Yes. Fender Guru, man. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about your guitar, man. Yeah, the finish on Fender's Fender Guru's EVH 5150 like cracked or something. Yeah, that sucks, dude. Fender, can you tell how deep the crack is if it's just in the top of the finish?
Oh, that sucks, man. That's too bad. Sorry, Fender Guru.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
So what?
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh, well, we'll both get some water.
Let me just grab some water.
So yeah, those of you in the chat, just hang on. chat amongst yourselves.
Chat amongst yourselves. All right, well, I'm back. So yeah, you guys, any of you guys that are going to be at NAMM, it'll be really cool to catch up with you guys and get to meet some of you guys for sure. We'll try to do a hangout at some point while we're out there too. I'm gonna talk to Johnny about that, see if we can do like a hangout, you know, Johnny and I together, and maybe a couple of the other guys, even if it's back at the hotel or something like that. It might be a little bit too crazy to do something, you know, at the convention center, but I want to. I'm gonna try to talk Johnny into meeting me out at the Hard Rock Cafe in Hollywood. That's where the Neptune Kramer is. I saw it a few years ago, and I'm going to see if Johnny and I can do a short little video, both of us standing next to the Neptune Kramer, and I want to see if we can do that. We got to. I was thinking maybe we could do like a short hangout, like even if from the hotel or whatever. It doesn't even have to be at the convention center, but like maybe something short just to maybe check in or.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
yeah. Oh no, we just need Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
And no, believe me, you guys. Yeah, I'll be live. There'll be a lot of stuff on the channel here from NAMM, from behind the scenes, from actually last year now. It's 2019.
Yeah.
You know, we actually, Caleb and I did some live videos.
Yeah.
From outside, I remember, and did some cool stuff. But over this past year, I've been doing a lot more live stuff.
Yeah.
So look for, you know, like Bill O'Reilly says, we'll do it live. You know.
Well, that's cool, man. Don't worry about it. We'll hook up for sure, and you know, have a pint. We'll have some fun. We're definitely gonna have some fun. That's some cool stuff, man.
A $12 pint.
$12 pint. BYOB, you know. It's kind of too bad. I know I don't think Jay's going, but it really would have been cool if Jay 708 could have made it out. I would have loved to have met him too. But one of these days.
Definitely.
Well,
Definitely.
We've been trying to get Nesdal to go to like NAMM for like 10 years, haven't we?
Well, when did I meet him? Or when did he meet me? That's
you and I have known each other a lot longer than Nesdal, but I mean, I think you and Nesdal hooked up first for this show like a year and a half or so before I came along, and then I joined you guys with 3 of us, and then Jay came in about a year and a half or so after that. But yeah, I think it was. I want to say you and Nesdal met like 2014. I think it was, right?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah, because I came around in 2015.
Because I didn't know what my first NAMM was 2013. I didn't know him then. And then I could find out. I mean, it's on my Johnny Beane TV Facebook. I've got the message in there somewhere where he messages me and says, "Hey, Johnny, can I call you?" And he wanted to talk to me.
You're like, no.
And I was paranoid. You know how paranoid I am, right? I'm like, who is this? Why does this guy want to call me? You know? So I remember going to Starbucks and sitting in front of Starbucks and talking to him on the phone and stuff. And then yeah, we started doing the live, well, I guess technically hangouts.
Hangouts, yeah.
And yeah, it would have been either 2013 or 2014. Somewhere.
I want to say 14 because, well, maybe it was end of 13 or not. It was right around that time because I remember watching a couple of your shows because Dave was starting to kind of do his own stuff. He's just doing YouTube like videos of his guitars and stuff and like his collection at the time. And the funny thing about Dave is you guys were doing hangouts like a year and a half before I came along. But I had been aware of Dave's guitar collection for a few years before that, and Dave had been aware of mine also. And we were always kind of joking with each other. It's like Dave, when Dave and I first met through you, he was always like, "Oh man, you know, I always was a huge fan of your Van Halen collection." I'm like, "Yeah, dude, me too."
Your wall.
Yeah, exactly.
Your wall. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. Dave's never been to my house to see my, collection up close. Jimmy Carr has, Pete has.
Good night, Amanda.
Good night, guys. Oh, and Ben, yeah, it'll definitely be cool hooking up. Definitely be cool. And G as well, yeah, hook up with you too. It'd be nice to meet you as well. But it's funny when you walk into somebody's house that has like a big Van Halen guitar collection like yours. It's such a weird feeling because you're so used to seeing your guitars on the walls and whatever, and you walk in and you see someone else with the same stuff, same type of replicas, same models, and you see so many similarities. It's cool. It's really neat, So it's funny because when everybody comes to see my collection upstairs, they're all like people that have seen the show. Because usually when I do the show, I'm upstairs in my guitar room, and everybody's like, "Whoa!" He's like, they all think it's cool, but the room is so small. They're like, they thought it was this big, huge, massive, like Charlton Heston, type collection type thing. But it's not. It's a very small room. My old house, I had the whole basement converted over.
Right.
I had my dojo on one side, and I had a huge wall there. But in one day, when I get another house, I'll have it set up like that again. But yeah, I got like 30-something guitars jammed into this one little room. So it's kind of cool, but.
Yeah. Yes. So wait, where's that magazine? So
this magazine is really cool.
I'm hoping is this the one I'm thinking of? Is this yes.
If you want to present me, go ahead.
Dude, I remember I tagged you on Instagram when people started posting about this magazine. So
Johnny's the one that I collect all these young guitar and player Japanese mags because they're just so awesome. There's still a few I need to get. There's still some out there that I don't have, but this is a brand new one, 2019 February. Johnny's the one that actually showed it to me originally. And I was talking to Scott Smith about it. He's like, "Yeah, it's really cool. You got to get a copy." And I met this guy on Instagram. He lives in Japan, and his name is Franken. If you guys ever want to follow him, he's the one that actually built the Drop the Hell bridge. He built it. And he's also the author of the Van Halen Guitar Man magazines.
Right.
He's the author of those. And him and I became really good friends a few weeks ago. And he was like, "Whoa, I love your guitars and all this." And he saw my Burritos guitar with a fake Drop the Hell bridge. And I said, "Well, you got the real one," and whatever. So we were going back and forth. So he calls me a couple weeks ago or messages me on Instagram. He goes, "Hey, I got something coming in the mail for you. I want to send you this magazine." So he just sent this to me for free.
Oh, no way.
Awesome mag. Yeah, I'm going to just show you the pictures that it has in it. Just the Van Halen stuff. It's got some pretty cool stuff.
Oh, that's a cool ad.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool.
That's for all the Dunlop stuff.
Yep. Yeah. It's got a cool pic here of Ed back from '98, with his striped PV Wolfgang special. But I'll just go through and show you the Van Halen stuff real quick. Great mag. So here's the first page. It's got a double fold.
Cool.
That looks like,
that's 1980.
Yeah.
That's 80 era.
Women and children fridge. You can tell because you can see the pick guard on the Frankie is kind of a chewed up one looking thing.
You can tell, just let you go. Yeah, well, I can tell that was a 1980 picture is because in the Fair Warning tour book, it's all the previous tours pictures. That's how tour books used to be.
Right.
Where it would show you the pictures from the previous tour.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, you're right.
You know, so like if you look at the Fair Warning tour book, it's all pictures from 80. If you look at the 82 tour book, it's all pictures from Fair Warning. You know.
And I can tell why, because the the pickup in the Frankie is white. It's a cream pickup, and like I said,
looks like a DiMarzio.
Yeah, I think it is. And the pick guard is like kind of this. It's not the one that's on there now. It's this oval looking thing. So it was like version 2 pick guard of the red, white, and black Frankie. This is a cool pick because this basically is all of the player magazines I believe that Eddie's been in. Covers. So I see a few that I need to get. I thought I had a ton. I have most of them, but there's about 7 that I don't have. That's really cool. There's some of them I've never even seen before.
Yeah.
It's funny. This picture right here, Johnny, this one right here of Ed, that is when his original Music Man came out, and he had an original Floyd on it, just like yours.
Yeah, that same picture was for the cover of Guitarist,
right?
For the Praxian Musician, 91 when Carnal Knowledge came out.
Yeah, here's some cool stuff. Kind of cool. Like
what's that picture? What shirt is he wearing there?
Which one?
The white one. The white one. Yeah.
I'll look at it here in a second. It's
what does it say?
It says Player Magazine. It's a gap.
Oh, that's cool. That's a never before seen.
I have that picture in one of my player bags. I have that.
Yeah.
Facebook, yeah.
That's very cool.
Very cool.
And that's Diver Down. Right there.
And then let's see, we got our next one.
Hey, Tessie Switch. Hey, man.
What's up, Tessie Switch? This is cool one. We got Michael Jackson.
Oh, it's got that one.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you guys haven't gone out and grabbed all those guitars.
Yeah, I know.
Those Kramers.
I've never been a huge fan of those, like the Voyager series or whatever. I've never been a big fan of those, but let's see what else we got. This is pretty cool. Look at that. It's Eddie playing a black music. I think it's a purple music. I mean, Eddie and Steve Lukather. Looks like Ed back in his studio playing maybe it's the purple one because it doesn't have a signature on the headstock. So to my knowledge,
that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
It looks purple to me. To my knowledge, Eddie got 3 Music Mans originally. He got his amber prototype with the route under the Floyd. He got the purple one without the logo on the headstock or the signature on the headstock, and he had a red one with no signature on the headstock. And there's a poster of that too. I have that upstairs. Those are the 3 guitars that he got that didn't have the signature on the headstock. And I think those were almost prototypes. And we got some other cool stuff. Kind of neat stuff here. We got a Balance era picture. Eddie the Music Man. Kind of neat stuff. 98. 2004. But the best is yet to come. Here's a picture of Eddie's pedal board. It's pretty neat.
That's like the last tour, the 2012 tour.
Yep, 2012. We've got the Frankenstrat EVH, the Stell.
Yeah.
Got some of the other ones that he played.
A friend of mine, actually a few friends of mine, went to the Friends and Family show for the 2012 tour at the LA Forum.
Yeah.
And a friend of mine was right in front of Eddie, and he took a bunch of pictures of Eddie when he was playing that guitar, that you guys call it the Frankenwolf.
The Frankenwolf, yeah.
Yeah. So I've got close-up pictures of Eddie playing that guitar.
Oh, I'd love to see those sometime.
Yeah, I'll have to find them.
Some Japanese stuff looks like from '79.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like posters, tour posters.
Wow.
You'd be peeking over the top. And then this is a cool picture I'd never seen. It's a black and white picture of Eddie playing a Strat, a white Strat. It's not his Frankenstrat. And look what logo is on the headstock. It says Gibson. Now, that may not mean anything to some of you guys, but
that's a 70. Does it say the date right there? Because I'm going to say that's a 78 or 79 picture.
78, 1978.
I'm going to say that's 78. Yep. Yeah. Because
go ahead. Sorry, Johnny.
That's the shirt. I believe his mother made that shirt for him. The shirt that he's wearing. A friend of mine who was childhood friends with him told me she used to hang out with them when they would play the clubs when she was little, or when she was a teenager.
That's cool.
Yeah, she posted some pictures of them from like backstage in the clubs, and he's wearing that shirt in one of them, and that's what she had said. That's crazy though, man. That guitar. Is there any other pictures of that guitar?
All they have is just that one. Well, there's another little.
I wonder if that's that. Is the well? It's hard to say because he was always changing up necks and bodies, you know. But did you ever see those pictures from a club where he's playing a white Strat?
Yeah, I have a couple of them. There's some Japanese magazines out there that I have upstairs that show that, but I never saw he had a Gibson logo on that headstock too. So he was putting Gibson logos on a lot of those guitars. Well, at least this one and his Frankenstrat, because he was like, as he always said, he's trying to cross-pollinate a Gibson with a Fender, you know, which was cool. But I'd never seen a Gibson logo on any of his other guitars except that time. Here, and then they got this here too, and here they got the Neptune guitar. Eddie builds a guitar again.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to get this magazine, man.
Yeah, it's really, really, really cool. It's got him taping up and painting the Neptune. Now, I've talked to Paul Unkert about this. Paul Unkert did all the tape and everything. Eddie just posed for the pictures. But what Eddie did do is he snuck in at lunchtime and sprayed all these horrific black stripes all over it. the polka dot guitar, as they call it. It's pretty cool, though. This is an old. This is back in 1982. They just stuck it in this magazine as kind of like a throwback, but it's really cool. This guitar again is in the Hollywood hard rock.
Yeah,
yep.
Right there. It's right there in Hollywood.
Yep.
We've both been there.
Johnny and I are going to try to check it out again. Now they go into the signature guitar, so they got some really cool stuff here on Eddie's guitars. Frank, black and white. Shark Destroyer and the Bumblebee, the original Bumblebee. That's a non-tuner Floyd Rose. Really, really, really cool guitar that got buried with Dimebag. Then we have the Snake Dragon, the hybrid guitar. Now here's the Charvel Star before it got painted. That's pretty cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, man, this magazine's getting better and better. Man.
I know it's totally kicked, but here's my favorite page.
Oh man, how recent is that picture? When that 50 on 50? When do you think that was taken?
The 50. This is a 1988 era pick. The only reason I know that is because I was studying with Hubbard the other day, and the relicking. Obviously, it's not the headstock hadn't been broken yet. Doesn't have the 7 tuner on it. And it's still got the tape on the underside of the pickup on a headstock is all, the neck fretboard is all nasty like Johnny's music man. And
does it has the tape for the input jack?
Yep.
Tape is on there.
Got the gaffer's tape. So this is a 1988 era pick, and the reason I know that, or early 89, just before the headstock broke, because the relicking is way more than it was in the 86 tour. Way
And
more.
look,
So
look at that! Look at that neck too.
Yeah, it's crazy. It is a great mag, and then it's got the yellow
wow.
double neck. Now this is something I didn't notice. See the knob on the bottom? That's a different knob. It's not a regular speed knob like the other three. So I got to find one of those for mine now. This is a. It looks like a Fender amp knob or something, and then it's got got the multi-tape Kramer with a Rockinger bridge.
Oh, look at that! Look at that!
Yeah. And we're not done yet.
Oh.
And I think this last one is the last one, but this is really cool. And it's got Eddie's Music Man signature and his original PV. Now that's a 94 era picture of the Music Man because it's got the new stickers, but the neck pup hadn't been flopped yet. And he flopped in early 95. And he added those new stickers in 94. He had some older stickers that wore in 93, and I think it's got a black D-tuna on it. A prototype D-tuna, but yeah, really cool. Really cool mag. And then they just have, the rest of the magazine's got some really cool stuff.
Yeah. I just saw Matthew. Matthew's in there. Yeah, you'll meet him. The guy in the other picture there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll meet him because he's the one in charge of the EVH booth.
Oh no! Oh yeah, yeah. I know you're talking about. Yeah, yeah. He was in that magazine.
I see him there. I see him every year. Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be a cool guy to meet. He was doing the introductions last year on the 5150 Kramer. I mean the 5150 EVH, I should say.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's been there most of the years that I've gone. He's been there.
Yeah, he's a cool dude. I'm looking forward to meeting him too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's very cool. Hey, Pris.
Yeah, great magazine. If you guys can find this, they are on eBay. But yeah, great mag. This is probably one of the best player mags I've seen. It's just got a lot of cool stuff, really neat stuff for the collectors,
Yeah, the American. Yeah, his name is Matthew Brown.
Yeah,
his name. He works for EVH, and he's the one showing off like all the guitars, at the booth. To all the all the like the press and everything.
Yeah. Yeah, Matt Bruck, I think that's Eddie's personal assistant.
Yeah. Yeah. And yeah,
he's also a cool guy.
He's cool. He's very cool. Very cool.
I've met him a couple of times. Great guy. Real
awesome. Great. Awesome. Hey Dan.
Yeah, I got to hang out with Matt Bruck in 2015 at the my ex-girlfriend and I, we went out to see the show in Hartford, Connecticut. And I was right up front, I got to see the sound check. And Matt's walking around. I'm like, hey, what's going on? He came over and hung out with us, got pictures and just chatting about Ed and stuff. He had a drink with us and everything. It was cool. He's really, really down-to-earth guy. Matty is. Good guy.
Awesome. Dan, thank you very much, man. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we got to find. We definitely got to find a neck for Johnny's EVH. We definitely got to do that. But
that's all I need for that.
Yeah.
For that Japanese Wolfgang that nobody's seen. I got the body. What? This will be 2 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Well, I didn't get it last year. I didn't get it the year before. Well, it'll be 3 years. Wait a minute. I didn't get it I got it.
It was 3 years ago, I think. Yeah.
I've not last year, not the year. It's gonna be 3 years. I've had this body, and I haven't. Yeah, because I need a neck. Yeah, that's the guitar that was gonna replace the one that I sold to the captain, Michael Smith. I sold him my PV.
Yeah.
My PV Wolfgang, and that was my main studio recording guitar. A Wolfgang with a Floyd, and this Wolfgang that I'm making, that I've got the body, I just need the neck. Yeah. That was gonna take the place of that guitar. So
that'll be a cool guitar to see, and I think the kill switch is gonna look really nice on it. Yeah.
Thank you again, Tessie. I was showing Rob the switch here. Yeah, Tessie switch.
Those are really good. And that's the exact one that Ed uses too. They're the exact ones. That's what I got in mind too. Oh, and also I wanted to throw a shout out to Michael James too. He sent me 2 more vintage prototype Floyd Rose nuts made by Fernandez back in the day when Fernandez was making the whale tails for Floyd, and for that very short period of time. He sent me 2 more, and that's awesome. I really appreciate it. So I got one on my 5150, and which completes that project. That's my 5150 is about as accurate as you could possibly get now. And I got another one I'm going to put on my Neptune. Hubbard's repainting my Neptune Kramer, and that had an original whale tail. I don't have a whale tail bridge, just an original Floyd, but I am going to put the original nut on there with the the humpback saddles and all that. So they're really, really cool. They're neat.
Oh, hang on.
Got a little bit more.
I think I have to be on camera. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go. Now you're nice.
Yeah. Hey, Six String Planet, welcome.
I was watching Johnny's. See you, Todd. Take out. Have a good night, bud.
See you, Todd.
Johnny was doing a video, I don't know, a week or 2 ago, and he broke out his 1984 Kramer, and he was just messing around or whatever, doing some EVH stuff. First you started out with a Strat, and you were doing like somebody wanted you to do like Mean Street or something, and I don't know if you're doing whatever you're doing something like that, and you're like, I can't use this guitar because it was just, it wasn't made for that. So you got the 84 out, and I love Johnny's 84 Kramer. It's a nice guitar. But I noticed in the horn in here, he only had 1 star, and the 84 has 2 stars. I'm like, oh, I got to get you another star. So I'm going to be sending him another star for his 84 tomorrow.
Cool. Well, thank you, man.
And I'll send you some 5150 stickers for that music, man. They're the vinyl ones. They're really cool.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Six String Planet. Thank you, man. Love the live streams. Yeah. Yeah, they're awesome.
Where'd Jay run off to?
I don't know. Well, I know it's 12:30.
Yeah, it's like 12:30.
Where you guys are.
Yeah, I know. I don't have to work tomorrow, so. But Vintage Sounds, what's going on? How are you?
Hey, Vintage, what's up, man?
I remember you were looking for the grommets forever, right?
Grommets. That became a bad word around here.
Yeah, I know.
Grommets. Yeah. 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 I have them. I have them.
Yeah.
I've got the grommets. I've got the body. I've got an original Floyd Rose. I've got the D-Tuna. I've got the big brass block. I've got the
kill switch now.
I've got the Tessie switch. And you guys, if you guys need a Tessie switch, if you guys need a kill switch, go to Tessie switch.
Yeah, they're awesome.
There they are, right there. Yeah, I can't wait. Can't wait to install that. There they are, right there. Yes.
Stack of pound cakes. I should go get my Green Music Man EVH and show you. You get a kick out of that one. That's cool.
Yeah. You should. Did you take a nap?
I did not. Actually, I did.
You look like you did.
Yeah, I did. I got bedhead. I'm gonna take another here pretty soon. But you know what, Dutchie? What Young Guitar Mag has the photo of the Neptune's back? I don't know. I have photos of the Neptune's back on my phone, but I know there's photos of it out there. I don't think I happen to have that Young Guitar Mag. It's one of the ones I've been searching for. The back of the Neptune body. I know what it looks like, but as far as what magazine it's in, I don't know.
Are you sure it was in a? Are you sure it was in a magazine?
I don't know. I've heard it.
The pictures that I saw, or I've got them as well.
You sent me those pictures a few years ago when I was building my first Neptune. But I don't know where you got them from.
I don't know either. But I'm thinking, let me see. I don't think I have them on my phone. Oh, thanks for reminding me. Let me write this down. I need to back up my phone and erase everything off my phone because I'm gonna have no space for NAMM for anything.
Yeah.
Backup
Hold on,
phone.
I'm gonna get my green music, man. Hold on, stack of pancakes wants to see it. Hold on. I'll switch them out.
But the pictures of the back of that the Neptune guitar that I've seen look like they were taken by possibly the Hard Rock Cafe themselves, because the pictures look like they're like changing the strings or something. Oh, hey Ed. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Awesome. It's Ed Dana.
Oh, thank you, man. Eddie Van Halen.
Created this channel 3 years ago. Couldn't decide what to do with it. Blah 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 blah. Awesome, man. Well, hey, I'll subscribe, man. Yeah, subscribe from that because I need to hit 5,000. Although maybe I already did. But yeah, 6 string. Subscribe to me. I'll sub back. Ah, I shouldn't have said that. Ugh. That's a big no-no on YouTube. Is saying that. Thank you, Tessie. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, and again, look for that video very soon, man. I'm gonna get that done before NAMM. Actually, I've got some time this week. I know I've got those pictures of the back of the Neptune on my well, actually here. Maybe I can find one real quick. Almost.
Yeah. I never remember how to play that.
the main part of that riff, as far as the way I play it anyway, which I don't know if it's the actual thing, is in E.
Is it an E? Okay.
So it's E G A Dana A flat. What is it? B.
Yeah,
okay, yeah, that's wrong. Almost.
Yeah, I know I'm not playing it right. I'm in the right ballpark, but I'm doing something wrong with it. But yeah, that's a cool riff. It really is a cool riff. But
yeah,
here's that green. While Johnny's looking at it, here's that green music, man. For I forget who wanted to see it, but yeah, this is a cool one. I really like this. This is also an EX. Was refinished by Craig. He did an amazing job on it. But it's got killer neck, and you know it's got the signature, the EVH signature on the headstock because we did that, and it's got all the you know the right logos and great neck, really cool neck. One thing I did to this one is I put a big brass block in it. This is original Music Man Godot bridge. It's got the Music Man stamp on it, but again, it is a Godot. It is a Godot bridge because all these Music Man bridges are Godos or whatever you want to call them. Same. Killer guitar. I love it. So I got.
Rob's freezing.
Sounds. Appreciate it. No problem. I got to do an update. One of these days, I got to do an update of all my Van Halen guitars that you guys see. I've been waiting to get my Neptune done first.
Well, here's this.
Yeah. Who's that guy?
I don't know. That's the real guitar, though. Right there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find the pictures. I'm gonna have to find that picture of the back of the.
I had it. Hold on, I'll find it.
My battery's about to go on my phone. Hey, John. Man, we got a lot of people in here, man. 37 people on a Sunday, or for some of you, early Monday.
Here's me next to it. back 3 years ago.
We just need to Photoshop those two pictures together.
Yeah. Well, we'll take our own. We'll be standing next to it ourselves.
John. Good evening, Johnny. How is your gig? How was my gig on Friday? Got a question for you. EVH guitar, huh? When's the Wolfgang bass coming out? I would say, who knows? Is that it, or is that yours?
Well, oh, actually, no. That's mine. Never mind. Here we go. That's it.
Oh, it's upside down.
Oh,
that picture. Okay, wait a minute. Okay.
Oh, you got different ones?
Well, yeah, I've got different ones. Yeah.
Oh, this is the only. Yeah, these are the only ones that I have. This one, that one. If you got different ones, you got to send them. You got to show them.
Yeah, I've got different ones. Yeah, they're on my computer though. I don't. Well, let me look. Let me scroll through.
I'll send you these too.
Oh, hope you guys didn't hear that burp. I heard. I had dinner right before we went live. I was eating real fast. Let's see if I can find this before my phone dies. Oh, okay, you just sent me that.
Yeah, I just sent you those.
Okay, wait a minute. Scrolling. Here's the guitar I was talking about. I was talking about the white Strat. I was asking you if you... Here's the one. You ever seen this? I was going to ask you if you've seen this guitar. There's Eddie in the clubs, and he's playing a white Stratocaster with a humbucker.
No, I've never seen that.
You've never seen this picture?
Never seen that picture. No.
Here, looks like this.
6-String Plant says, do you prefer the PV Wolf Gabs? Wolf bags. I love the PV Wolfgangs. I like the Music Mans, the PVs, and the EVHs. I really don't have a preference. They all are awesome to me.
Look at that. I mean, it's blurry. I'll send this to you.
Yeah, that is cool. That is cool.
Any chance of posting them in the Discord? Oh yeah.
Stack of Pancakes asked a minute ago on the
Just remind me, Dutchie. Remind me.
Yeah, Discord. Ding. I don't
See
have
you, Dan. Again, Dan. Thank you very much, man.
See you, Dan. Have a good night, buddy.
This is crazy.
To answer Stack of Pancakes question a minute ago, we lost it. He wanted to know on
pound cakes. Stack of pound cakes.
Stack of pound cakes. A stack of pound cakes. The neck plates on the EX guitars, I always thought all started with an A, with an alpha. However, that's not true. My newest one that I just got doesn't have a letter. It just has a number. The first EXs they did in Japan didn't have the A. And then I think in 97 or 97, early 97, they started adding A's, alphas to as the first digit prior to the number, first letter prior to the digits. So this one does have an A in front of the numbers, but my other one does not because it was an early EX. And I think it's just all the original, or I should say original Signature Series USAs are just numbers. There's no letter prior to that. Man, I gotta lower the action on this one though. This action is way high. Way high. Maybe I'll take the bridge off and take all that garbage off the bottom.
Where am I looking? Okay. Okay, here's the picture that you just sent me. Although I've got the same one.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Here. But I've got another one though too. Here, let me okay, this is the one you just sent me. It looks like it's in the chair. Looks like this. There's the back of the Neptune. right there. And I'll go ahead and show some other pictures. Here it is. Yeah, it's in a chair. Has like a
Oh, I don't have that one. I see that one. You got some of that one.
From what I heard, here's the front of it. From what I heard, somebody that owned the guitar before the Hard Rock had it lent it to a friend, and a friend took all these pictures of it when they had it at their house.
Scott Smith had it for a little while. He didn't own it. He had an opportunity to buy it, but he did not. He didn't own it, but he did have it with him. He actually had that guitar, the heavy metal guitar, in the
one.
Guitar. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'm so blurry. Oh, there I am.
That's a cool guitar. I love the Neptune just because it's got that crazy pattern to it.
This one? Yeah. Scott Nickerson, Johnny Beane, you sent me a thick purple picture in the Discord. Picture in Discord? Huh? Picture in...
Sent him a thick purple what?
Let me see. Hang on one sec. Let me see. I'm looking. Yeah, I think the other picture I have is it's on my computer, I think. So yeah, I'm of the back of the Neptune. That's what we're talking about.
Oh, you know, I was watching today. I thought this was pretty cool. Speaking of music, man, this little video Ed did on YouTube. This is all over the place. It was MTV thing. I thought this was pretty cool. Guitar, but at the same time, I didn't want some like EVH crazy looking thing. You know, it's really balanced. It's real comfortable to play, and it's basically what I wanted to do was just build like 20 guitars just for myself. The quality of the guitar is great. There's Matt Brook. And hopefully 10 years down the road, it'll be like the perspective looked at like Les Paul is nowadays.
Mm-hmm. That was when those guitars first came out.
Yep.
Yeah, it's so weird seeing it with the pickup the other way.
I know. With
no, so weird. That's so weird. Thrash metal. Oh, you guys are asking about the gig I played. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, sorry my camera's off. My camera's off for a minute, but yeah, that gig that was up in Oakland, and if you guys want to watch, you know, I was live streaming. I had the camera on me, you know. Yeah, go back one video. Actually, go back 2 videos, and there's the entire show. Actually, there'll be a card on this video for a link to those videos if you guys want to check them out. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, I played the Hamer, the black Hamer Phantom, and as far as a backup guitar, I had my Fender Tele, my Japanese Tele, but I didn't have to use it because didn't break a string.
I like that one picture you took. You get your guitar on the ground. You can see your shoes, your van sneakers. I thought it was cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, at the end of the show, yeah. I've got that. Actually, that picture is in the on the channel here under the community tab. Click on the community tab on the channel here, and you'll see the picture. That picture, the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
Paul. Yeah, that singer. Yeah, she's great. Yeah, her name is TC. If you guys want to check out her music, go to musicbytc.com. and she has a couple albums, and yeah, she's Swedish, and yeah, I've known her for a long time. We've actually been in several bands over the years, and yeah, she's looking to book another gig with that band pretty soon. So look for that.
That was up in Oakland, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that was up in the Oakland Hills, and it was cool. It was raining. It was super raining.
Yeah.
And man, next time I go over that way, I'm gonna have to. I remember stopping by. No, I'm gonna. Right up the street from that place we played is this guitar store called Broken Guitars, and I've never been there, but I want to check it out because it's owned by Billy Armstrong from Green Day. It's called
Really?
Broken. It's called Broken Guitar. Yeah, it's a guitar store. Yeah, and I think sometimes he's there, just hanging out. But here we go. Here's my camera. But when I was driving up the hill to the club, I passed by Broken Guitars, and I'm like, oh, I got to stop in there because I've never been there. Looks like a cool place. But yeah, if any of you guys are in the Bay Area, Oakland area, if you're a fan of Green Day, Broken Guitars is owned by Billy Joe Armstrong. Oakland, so close. One day I'll make it to one of your shows, Johnny. Stack of pound cakes. You're in Oakland? Yeah.
I'd love to go see one of your shows too. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun.
I'll bet.
Had a lot of fun the other night.
Now, what kind of tunes did you play?
We played the singer has a bunch of original tunes.
Yeah.
And so we did some of her songs, which are great, and then we did some covers.
Yeah.
We did a song by the singer named Heather Nova, the song called "Walk This World." It was a single back in the mid '90s. Great song. We played that. I always love playing that one. We did what else? Sung by Keane. Thrash metal. I saw Green Day. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's the same thing that Dave Grohl kind of does now. Pulls up a kid from the audience and plays a song, then gives them the guitar,
That's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. I'm good friends with Billy's guitar teacher, actually. Actually, the guy that gave him his original guitar, which is known as Blue, that's what people call it. Some people call it Frankenstein as well. It's the blue guitar with all the stickers all over it.
Yeah.
It's a Fernandez, and this good friend of mine actually gave him that guitar. And I got major hate some years back because I got involved in the comment. You guys know the comment section on a YouTube video, right?
Oh yeah.
It was somebody had posted a video on that guitar, making how you make your replica Van Halen,
sure,
Frankenstein. There's people out there making replica Green Day guitars, and they call it Frankenstein as well.
Yeah.
Of that guitar, off the cover of the first album.
Sure.
Or second Green Day album. Anyway, this friend of mine was Billy's and Mike Dirnt's teacher back in the 80s, guitar teachers. And he gave him that guitar. So anyway, I just happened to say in the comment section, oh yeah, I know the guy who gave him that guitar. And everybody's like, no, you don't. No, it was nonstop. Liar. No, I had to remove my comment just to get out of all the replies. It was insane.
That's so annoying.
Nobody believed me.
Unbelievable.
Which I don't care. But you know, when you get hate on something that's so big, it's
Yeah.
insane. It's insane how many comments I got. I had to erase my comment just to get out of getting those notifications of "you suck," "you're lying." It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable.
Garbage and that's so stupid. People are just
I used to sell those guys guitars in the 90s.
Yeah.
You know, at a shop. I would see those guys all the time. You know, Billy and Mike and Trey, all of them, all of them, all the time. Wait, I saw something. You're in Alameda? Stack of pound cakes? Oh, cool, man. Stack of pound cakes, man. Have you ever been to that Alameda flea market? That's just insanity. It's huge. It's unbelievably big. There's no more dangerous place than a YouTube comment section. Ed says, yeah.
Basically, it's true. There was a comment up there a minute ago that says Fernandez made some really good guitars. They did. They made some really good guitars. Fernandez is a cool company. I think they went out of business.
Weren't they Japanese too?
Yeah, they were. And
remember the little elephant guitar?
Mm-hmm.
Those little travel guitars that looked like an elephant and it had the speaker?
Yep.
Remember those?
Yep, those were Fernandez, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I mean, Fernandez is the ones they made the Sustainers. They were the manufacturers of the Sustainer guitars, and up till recently, I didn't realize it, but Fernandez was making original Floyd Rose bridges. They're the ones that did some of the whale tail and the vintage prototype nuts for Floyd Rose back before they started. Floyd really took off. This was originally. And then, you know, Floyd started doing them on his own. But yeah, it's really cool. Yeah. Yeah, I love my Sustainer. I have one, Sean, in my one of my PV Wolfgangs, my 5150 PV Wolfgang. I have a Sustainer. It's really fun. I did a couple of videos on Instagram with it, just messing around with it. Just sustain for hours, you know. It's pretty cool.
Man, yeah. I misplaced my what do you call it? Ebo.
Ebo, yeah.
I misplaced that. There's some recordings I wanted to put that thing on, and I cleaned my desk at some point, and I don't know where I put that. I gotta find that. Hey, Mad Dog.
Mad Dog. Fernandez Les Paul style guitars, just fantastic. Yeah. We're gonna call you a liar after you leave.
Huh? Oh man.
Funny.
Selling hair. I remember one of my sisters went to go see New Kids on the Block. This was, you know, 88 or whatever. And went with a friend. And one of the new kids walked right past them, and it was insanity. It was like the Beatles back then, you know.
Oh yeah.
She went. This is a story I heard. My sister's friend grabbed one of their heads, one of the new kids, and pulled his hair right. She had a fistful of one of the new kids' hair. One of the.
Was it Donnie Wahlberg or Danny?
No, it was who? It was. I don't remember their names.
Just Danny Wood and Donnie Wahlberg, because my cousin used to be a huge New Kids on the Block fan.
Danny Wood.
Danny Wood, yeah.
Maybe it was that guy. It was one of the, it wasn't one of the Wahlbergs. It was one of the other guys.
Yeah.
The Wahlbergs, they're making hamburgers now, man.
Yeah.
You see about that? You see that?
No, I didn't. But I heard
my sister saw them at the Mall of America in Minneapolis.
Really?
They've got a reality, but the Wahlbergs, it's called what's it? Wahlburger. They've got a reality show now about burgers, and really? they did an event. They did an appearance at the Mall of America, and and one of my sisters just happened to be there and saw them. Yeah.
Donnie and Mark, really?
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't know what channel it is, but it's a pretty good show. We watched it in a hotel somewhere last summer. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Somebody asked me a minute ago if I did a video with my yellow double neck. I I have a short little clip that I just did some secret stuff on, but actually I haven't done much with it yet. I did a short little, you know, just a short. Oh, I can't even. I don't even know how to play it.
I used to play that years ago, man.
It just, I haven't played Secrets for a while, but I did a short little vid of it. But Joe Suma actually played the whole song Secrets live on my guitar at the EVH con. It was really, really, really cool. Yeah,
I saw a video of that.
Yeah, he did an awesome job. He freaking nailed it. I mean, he even got the solo down. You know.
I posted it. It's on the channel here.
Yeah, he did a great job. He nailed it. That's a fun song. Secrets is a pretty fun song. I haven't played it in a long time, but it's cool playing it on that double neck. The 12 string just really sounds so sweet because you get, you know, you just get that, you know, that 12 string chorusy, nice, bigger sound. It just sounds so much nicer. And then for the solo, you switch to the bottom. But yeah, I actually was looking at it the other day. I actually picked it up and I tuned it up and I was messing around with it a little bit, but I do need to sit down and spend some time with that guitar because that is a fun guitar. I haven't played it very much. It was more of a novelty. I mean, it's built to play. It's not just a, you know, a collector's piece. It is a player too, obviously, but I just need to spend some time with it and yeah, get familiar with it. It's so big. It's a big guitar, you know, and
yeah,
you know, it's fun. It just takes a little getting used to. You can play sitting down with it. It just, you know, it's definitely awkward though. But cool guitar. How many guitars do you have, Johnny? Like total, not necessarily just playable, but like guitars, like whether they're playable or not. What'd you say?
Like 25.
25, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Probably.
Never have enough guitars.
Wahlburgers.
Wahlburgers. Sounds good. I want to go have a Wahlburger now.
That sounds good. I know.
It's like 1 o'clock in the morning here almost, and time for a Wahlburger.
I know.
You know,
I had when we were in Texas. I had the Whataburger. I guess it is Whataburger.
Whataburger. Yeah, yeah.
And it did not treat me right at all, man. But hey, with NAMM, everybody comes out here and they hit up the In-N-Out, man.
In-N-Out, yeah. I want to go to In-N-Out Burger. Yeah.
Have you been there?
No.
Oh man,
I've been by them out there, but I've never been into one. So I'm dying to try an In-N-Out Burger. Yeah.
Oh, they're awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Cuddling I'm like Nesdal. How was Dave? Was he on the other night? I didn't see the last show you guys did. Was he on the other night?
On Tuesday?
What's today? Sunday? Sunday.
Today's
Monday.
Sunday.
Now.
Yeah.
Yeah, technically.
Well, weren't you on? What? You and Mully were on. When was that?
That was Tuesday. Yeah, okay, that was Tuesday. But did you guys do a show on Friday? A regular Friday show?
No. I was in Oakland.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah. Okay.
I was in Oakland on Friday, so we didn't do any show. Thursday, I talked. We've got a group, message, and I said, "Do you guys want to pre-record something and just have it premiere at 8 o'clock Eastern on Friday, just so people have something to watch?" And nobody really. No. No. So yeah, so Friday I was gone. Yeah, I was in Oakland. Again, if you guys are just tuning in, if you didn't see the video, go back 2 videos, or there'll be a card right about here during playback, and I'll have both Oakland videos sitting there.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
I had a great time. The only thing I will say is the audio from the camera made it sound like I was way quieter than I actually was. For some reason, I don't know why it picked it up the way it did. Maybe because my amp was right in front of the camera.
Yeah.
So my guitar sounds really thin on the video, but if you were there, it didn't sound like that at all. It was loud and full and you know, great.
Yeah. Were you using your 5150?
No, I was using my my Fender 212.
Oh,
the hot rod. What is it? The DeVille.
Yeah, that's a great amp. That's a great amp, actually.
Yeah. I was using that. I was using the chorus and the Echoplex through the what do you call it? The back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whatever you call that.
The effects loop.
The effects loop. Yep.
Yep.
What else did I use? MXR compressor. And then what was the overdrive was it the Friedman?
Oh, that's another great pedal.
It was the Friedman BEOD. I was using that. And then I also had the Dunlop Hendrix Octave Fuzz as well, but I ended up not using it. I was going to use that for something else and didn't use it.
Let's go for questions here.
In-N-Out burgers, they're quite possibly one of the best. Yes,
I'm dying to try them. I've heard nothing but great things about them. Yeah,
In-N-Out is great. There's another place out here. I don't know if you guys have them out there called Habit.
Mm-mm.
Habit Grill or Habit Burger Grill. They're based out of, is it Santa Barbara? Maybe, but Habit Burger is also very, very good.
We have Five Guys. You got those out there?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Five Guys. Man, when I get a Five Guys burger, I get the jalapenos on the side.
Yes.
You ever get the jalapenos on the?
Yes, I love that.
So hot, man.
They're hot. They're good though. They're good, but they're spicy, man.
Oh, the next day though. Oh,
you pay for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely pay.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, In-N-Out is the best as far as Tessie, if you're talking about In-N-Out, yeah. Because In-N-Out is very simple. It's just burgers and fries and shakes. That's all it is.
It's quick too. You're in and you're out.
Well,
it goes in and out. It goes really quick.
Not all the time. But as far as the lines, you know, are down the block all the time.
Yeah.
There's never a short line at an In-N-Out. Never. You know. In fact, when Michael Smith and I went to In-N-Out down in what was it, Irvine? Last NAMM show before he dropped me off at the airport. We were gonna go to the what's the wings place? There's a wings chain.
Buffalo Wild Wings?
Yeah, I think it was a Buffalo Wild Wings. We were gonna go in there, and the wait was like way too long, right? So we went to the In-N-Out and we went inside. But the line for the drive-through, we counted the cars. There was 50 cars in line for the drive-through.
Hey, that's crazy.
50. We actually counted them.
That's insane. That's insane.
Skyline Chili? No, I haven't seen that. No. But yeah, anyway, as far as burgers, yeah, In-N-Out is awesome. Five Guys is awesome, but most people have those now.
Yeah.
But like I said, Habit Habit Burger Grill. Those are very, very good as well.
Never heard of those. Yeah, never heard of those.
Yeah, I think they're just California.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Although In-N-Out isn't just California anymore. In-N-Out is in Texas, I've heard. Maybe Arizona, maybe.
Yep. I've heard of them. We don't have them out here yet. They're not out here yet. And Whataburgers are like a southern thing, I think, you know.
Mm-hmm.
They have those like Oklahoma and whatever, yeah.
Tessie switch. Meanwhile, the wait at Wendy's is, well, no waiting at Wendy's. They got good fries though, man. The fries are good.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not too bad.
Fries are good.
Yeah.
I haven't had Wendy's for years though, man. But after the gig, I played 2 gigs in like the course of like 2 weeks. Not the gig in Oakland, but there was a gig in Ben Lomond. The video is up on the channel here as well. I'll put that in the card as well. There'll be my 2 last previous gigs will be right here. Anyway, on my way home from that gig, I stopped. I was about to hit the freeway, and there was a McDonald's sitting there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I went through the McDonald's, and I got a quarter pounder with cheese. And when I was in high school, a quarter pounder you had to eat like this.
Yeah.
But now,
oh yeah, well, like
it's just
I stopped at McDonald's.
So small.
Yeah, it's not even that big of a deal anymore. I know.
Is it even a quarter pound anymore? It's not.
It looks like it. No.
How come they can't call it that anymore? Because it's not.
I know. It's strange. It's definitely not. Yeah. Bacon King. Those are good burgers too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. I've just gotten bigger. The burger didn't get smaller. I got bigger, you know, but
or maybe our appetites got bigger. I don't know, but yeah, it's
yeah. But no, in high school, man. No, I don't think. I think that burger definitely got smaller. We'll have to Google that.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, Scott. Yeah. We need to have just a all food chat program on here.
That'd be fun. It's making me hungry.
Because Jay and I, all we do is talk about food. You know.
Always ask for the quarter pounder well done, otherwise they barely warm it up. Yeah. After I stopped smoking McDonald's, it tasted terrible. It's funny. I've actually talked. A good friend of mine, Larry, says the same thing. He stopped smoking and he just does not hear about McDonald's anymore.
Can you see what Mad Dog
said? Yeah, I saw Mad Dog. That's awesome.
I'm gonna have to show that. There we go. Mad Dog, that was hidden, but now everybody can see that. Actually, no, both my hands are the same size.
Yeah, one's real big. Oh gosh, so funny.
Well, wait, what were you saying about what? No, there was. Oh no, McDonald's. No, McDonald's, man. I remember when I was a teenager, man. I used to go to McDonald's, and this was back when you could smoke inside the restaurants, which you can't do now.
Yeah.
I used to go into McDonald's Saturday mornings. I would ride my Back to the Future skateboard. I had the actual skateboard from Back to the Future, the brand, right? Valtera or whatever. Yeah. And I would ride that down to the local McDonald's. And a friend of mine, this was in junior high. Was this junior high? Well, I started smoking when I was 15. So I would have been 15 or 16 somewhere. Whatever that is. And my friend's grandparents would buy McDonald's for my friend and his sisters.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but they never offered to buy me a hamburger, you know. So I'd be sitting there watching them eat, and I'd be drinking McDonald's coffee, smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Watching them. And I was like 15.
Oh, that sucks. They're eating burgers and you just sit there and have like,
yeah. But no, it was great though. It was great back when you could smoke in these restaurants.
Yeah.
Because
McDonald's, I know we cared, yeah.
Coffee and a cigarette were awesome.
Oh yeah. Things changed so much though. You know? Oh man, yeah. And then now the funny thing is you smell a cigarette and you're like, oh, you can smell it a mile away, you know? Like it used to just, that was just constant all the time back then, you know?
Yeah. And yeah, I don't smoke anymore. The last time I smoked was 20 last time I quit. When was that? 2011.
No, it's been a while.
2011, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah. Oh, I've gone years. I went 8 years one time. I went 5 years another time. And now this time now it's been since 2011, so whatever that is. Going back on 8 years again.
Yeah.
Of no
And you don't miss it? You don't miss it at all?
The urge never goes away.
Yeah.
And it never goes away, but you learn to deal with it.
Yeah.
But the one thing though is when I play the guitar, like that was the one thing when I would do rehearsals back in the 90s. And I feel so bad for this drummer I used to play with, because I'd be chain smoking during the rehearsals in this small room.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got video. Actually, I have video. Maybe I'll transfer some of it and put it on the channel here of me with the long hair playing the Kramer guitars with the 5150 stack.
Yeah.
Chain smoking the entire time playing, you know.
That's cool.
Do I feel better not smoking? Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Thank you, Fender. Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, they are wicked expensive. Wicked expensive.
Oh, the cigarettes?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember back when I smoked a carton of cigarettes, you'd see the ads on the signs. It'd be like $20, $25 for a carton.
Yeah.
Now it's almost $100.
80, 90. Yeah, it's crazy.
$100 for a carton of cigarettes.
Carton of cigarettes. I know.
And how many packs are in a carton? 10?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really gotten expensive. I mean, everything's relative to an extent. But
they're close to $10 a pack now or something, right?
Yeah. Good for you, Scott. That's awesome. It's funny. I'll show you just a joke here real quick.
That stuff's legal out here, man. That stuff's everywhere out here, man. Everywhere. I smell that stuff. Actually, when I was driving up to Oakland for the gig, I was passing by a bunch of billboards and signs talking about 420 and where to get it and all that stuff.
My buddy sent me this. My buddy sent me this the other day.
Because they have shops now where you can just buy it.
Yeah.
Huh?
Rehab is for quitters. That's bad. Oh God, that's horrible. That's awful. Rehab is for quitters. Speaking of that, I gotta hit the sack here. It's like 1:15. I'm beat.
It's getting late, man.
Yeah, it's getting late.
I never tried the 420. Never tried it. Nobody believes me either because I act like such a weirdo. But I've never done it. Cool. Okay. Well, great talking to you, man.
Great talking to you. It was fun.
I feel like we've been talking all day, but
I know. Well, thank goodness for Johnny. Otherwise, I wouldn't have a place to stay when I get out to California in a week and a half. Yeah. So Johnny and I are going to be finally meeting in a week and a half, like face to face after 20 years.
20 years. And how tall are you? I don't want you to be shocked when you see me.
I'm short. I'm only 5'7", 5'8".
Okay, we're about the same then. Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah, I'm
good.
short.
Good. Yeah. I'm 5'7" somewhere.
Okay. Then you and I are about the same.
Okay, good. Because a lot of times, like I'm walking down the street and there's so and so, and they're like, "Man, you're short, dude."
Only if you fold it in half, right?
Man, JJ knows. Not about that, but yeah, JJ and I, we've met at NAMM a couple times. So
yeah,
he knows. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty short too. I'm a little guy. Well, let me rephrase that. I'm short.
Cool. All right, cool. Well, don't hang up.
All right.
We'll say goodbye just in a second. But
yeah, we'll do another hangout before NAMM, guys. We'll do another like maybe the night or two before we go. We'll just do like a quick one or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Johnny does them anyways, but I'll see if I can jump on before NAMM. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we'll be live. We'll be live all around NAMM. Anyway. So you'll see a bunch of us all over the place.
Oh yeah.
So it'll be awesome. But hey, JJ, good night, man. Thrash and metal and fun riffs. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Mad Dog, Paul, is it Mellard? Nightbot. Oh, look at that. Nightbot says follow Rob on Instagram.
Thank you, Nightbot.
There you go. There you go. Dutchy 5150. Thank you. Thank you. Six String Planet. That's Ed.
Yeah.
Ed Dana. Good to see you again, man. Fender Guru. Where am I? John Bulware. Sean Zimmerman. Pris 46. Hey, Pris. Scott Nickerson. Stack of Pound Cakes.
Stack of Pound Cakes.
Yeah. All right, everybody. We'll see you guys soon. And yeah, it looks like am I doing a show on Tuesday? I got all these appointments coming up. So let me just, I guess it doesn't matter, but since I'm talking about it, let's see, Tuesday, what's going on? Yes, we should be live Tuesday. I do have an appointment at 4 o'clock, but I should be out of there in time to be back here by regular time. So, look for us Tuesday, and then I go live anytime anyway. So subscribe to the channel, click the bell if you guys dig this stuff. Matt Duffy, have a good night. Donnie, good night. Tessie Switch, good night.
Good night, guys.
Thunder Guru, everybody. All right. See you guys later. Rob.
See you guys.
See you in person.
See you in person. I won't hang up. Yeah, see you in person. Yeah.
Very, very soon. All right. Thank you, Thunder Guru. Looks like I hit 5,000 on here.
Nice.
Possibly. So.
And Mad Dog, thank you for pointing out the size of Johnny's hands. So.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
And hey, as far as the 5,000 on here, I mean, this channel's been going for like 13 years. So 5,000 really doesn't seem like a big deal for 13 years. But I've never done any kind of, tried to get, subscriptions, like contests or any of that kind of stuff. I've never done any of that.
Right.
So those 5,000 thubs, those subscribers are organic.
Yeah.
So it's a little more special, I think. Little cool.
Plus
I've got 13 years of content on here, So yeah, stay a while. Check out some of the other stuff. Hopefully I'm still here because one of my drivers is updating. All right, we'll see you guys. Yeah, and subscribe to Caleb, Nerd Halen.
Nerd Halen. Good morning.
Yeah. All right, see you guys later.
Have a good night, guys.
johnnybeane.tv. Good night.
Greenie out.